Hey there, Heather, ho there, Chef Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to the final video of the English First Division 81-82 season for Manchester United, because after this, it will be over. We play 42 games, 3 games of video, so that's 14. We're 24, 8, and 7. We're 1 point behind Liverpool for the tops in the table. Ipswich third, Tottenham fourth, Arsenal, Swansea, West Ham, Southampton. The goal scoring race, Kevin Keegan has 28. It looks like he's going to win the goal scoring thing. Ellen Brazil of Ipswich with 24. Ian Rush of Liverpool with 20. And goes against average, Laurie Seville of Ipswich, part time keeper at 0.67. Grebelar 0.67. Chilton 0.68. And Gary Bailey decimal 71. So, Tables wise, we have 3 games left. Liverpool's got 4, so that's the bad news. We are all that. But we got the same amount of points as Ipswich. Well, Tottenham's got 2 extra games, but with the 2 points per win thing, I don't think they can catch us. I think we're safely in second place, if anything. A plus 26. Our goal differential is worse than Ipswich's. They have scored. We don't. As for plus minus, Everton's a -6. And yet, not they have more points than Nottingham and Aston. West Brom's only a -5. So we're 12, 2, and 6 at home, 12, 6, and 1 on the road. So we have the most road wins. We're 12 wins. We split 12 home wins, 12 road wins. At home and on the road, we still have to play West Brom, West Ham, and Stoke. So we have 3 games. And I think West Brom sucks. West Brom, I believe, is in 16th. Yeah, West Brom's in 16th. West Ham is in 11th, I think. Yeah. And wait, who else do we have? And Stoke. So we've got 3 crappy teams, so we should be okay. Our first game against crappy team is in West Ham against the Gunners. Liverpool beat Birmingham 2-0. That does not help. Ipswich losing a 9-goal thriller to Brighton 5-4. Brazil did score a goal, but yeah, Robinson with a hat trick for Brighton. Everton and Wolves tied 1-1. Man City and Coventry tied 1-1. Middlesbrough beats Arsenal 2-1 in an upset. Swansea beats Nottingham Forest 2-0. Southampton can only tie Sunderland, so Brazil's catching up in the goal scoring race. Stoke with a win over Notts County 1-0. Tottenham crushing at 3-0 on Leeds, and Aston beating West Brom 1-0. So we put Paddy Roche in the net, number 2 against number 10 West Ham with Phil Parks. So that's kind of weird how we're giving Paddy Roche the start. We need to match Liverpool. We're 1 point back of those guys. Stapleton, Birtles, Koppel, Moran, Robson, Macari, Moses, McGarvey, Alberston, Wilkins, Goodman, Grimes, Whiteside, Buchan, Duxbury, McQueen. West Ham, they have Paul Goddard, the main guys, Ray Stewart, Trevor Brooking, Van der Oost, Jeff Pike, Billy Bonds, Neil Orr, Frank Lampard Sr., and George Cowie. Early on, West Ham, Van der Oost hits Koppel in the back and gets himself a finger wag. Or free kick. Over the bar, over the fence by Stapleton. 8 minutes later. West Ham in the attack. Damn it. We suck. Koppel tripped him. And West Ham's free kick. Can't believe it. We were getting our asses handed to us. Goodman hits Devon yellow card. We're so frustrated. West Ham in the attack. Goddard almost got it again. Are we allowed to change our goalie? Or have a nasty challenge? We have just lost the plot. Koppel went past, but Martin saw. It's a yellow. We need box pressure because we're in trouble. Can't hit your goalies, which sucks. No intensity. Pike hits Copper. Cards. 5th yellow card combined. 14 minutes later. Devonshire hits Koppel. Gets a finger wag. Free kick. Nope. No intensity. Martin is angry. Why? Alvin, why? Oh man, he almost got yellow carded again. Well, there goes our season. There goes our season. Goodman. A bit of whining. Yeah, we're dead in the water. Tottenham beat West Ham 3-0. Fuck, how can they pound it 3-0? Liverpool tied Arsenal, so that actually helps. But they needed a 90th minute stoppage time goal. We go to West Brom. We're 4 points. So we practically have to win. We have to beat West Brom. Wait, how many points? Yeah, so we're both at 40 points. West Brom still got to play like 4 games to try to move up to mid-table. We have to practically win over West Brom against number 16 West Brom with Mark Groove. So we have to beat West Brom, and then we have to beat Stroke. We have to win. We can't tie. A tie doesn't help anything. Ansel Regis, Gary Owen, Martin Bennett, Nikki Cross, David Mills, Alistair Robertson, Derek Stavum, and David Arthur. Yeah, that's Brian Robson's former team. They're booing him at the Hawthorns. Defense menu. Yeah, we have to change our color because it makes it more distinguishable. King hits Wilkins and gets himself a finger wag. Our free kick. Keepers. We're on the attack. Oh, a goal's a goal. We're up 1-0. Our defense. Macari sees the ball. Mackenzie nudges Wilkins and gets himself a finger wag. 10 minutes later. We're on the attack. Scary thought he could find somebody. Crunch time. They're going to give a crunch time to West Brom. Ugh. Just for that. 45 minutes away from a win. And a much needed win. 5 minutes later. Wide of the post. 12 minutes later. Menu on the attack. And he stapled that one. 2-0. We're doing okay. 6 minutes later. Pick battle. Owen Grimes trips up Owen and gets himself a flag. And the referee's been kind. 7 minutes later. We're on the attack. Corner. Worked on by McGarvey. Over the bar. Over the fence. Robertson hits Koppel. So, free kick. The game. Just end the misery. West Brom would like to score at least one. But no. But crunch time. Really? It's 3-0. Why? Oh, we still win 3-1. On to the 15th. Our last game's against Stoke. Liverpool has to play Tottenham. Yeah, we're 2 points back of them. We have to win. We have to beat Stoke and pray Liverpool fucks up to Tottenham. Arsenal beats Southampton and Keegan 2-0. Aston beats Everton 2-0. Coventry beats Birmingham 1-0. Ipswich 3-0. Alan Brazil scored a goal. I think he's close in the... Is he close in the goal scoring race? He's only down by 2. He's down by 2. Leeds and Brighton tie. Rots County and West Brom tie. Sunderland and Man City tie. Swansea beats Middlesbrough 1-0. And Wolves beats West Ham 1-0 on a late goal. So we have to beat Stoke. We're going to be Stoke's 18th with Peter Fox. So we have to beat Stoke and pray that Tottenham does us a solid later on. Stoke with Lee Chapman, Peter Griffiths, Dave Watson, Sammy McElroy, our former guy. So he's coming to Manchester United to try to fuck us up. Dennis Smith, Ellen Dodd, and Steve Kirk. We need a win. A tie doesn't help matters. He robbed them blind. Robson makes it 1-0 for us. Watch about Robson hits Smith. What are you doing, man? And a finger wag. 8 minutes later, he's like, that's a finger wag. MANU on the attack. Falls through. I thought Wilkins was in the corner and swings a boot. But scuffed. Fuck. Fuck indeed. Pitch battle. No intensity. Alveston. Stoke with the free kick. McElroy trying to ruin his former team. Double twos. Keep attack. Corner kick for Stoke. But Alveston saw that come in. He has that yellow card. Oh, shame. On our defense. Well marked. 11 minutes later. And you on the defense. Alveston gets a foot. Rob 1-0. We must beat Stoke. We must. 7 minutes later. On the defense. Ball's mine. Ball's mine. Pitch battle. Intensity. Sets up by Gidman. Idiot. McElroy trying to fuck us up. They don't. Pitch battle. Duxbury hits Griffiths and gets him. Third yellow card of the day for this team. 7 minutes later. Stoke. Cobble gets clipped. Surprised that Stoke's playing this way. At the 87th minute. Stoke on the attack. Third corner. Stoke. That's a header. Cleared. Crunch time. Johnson hits Copple and gets himself a yellow card. That should it. What? Trip by Copple. Got a yellow card for that. But it doesn't matter. We beat Stoke 1-0. So we did our job and got ourselves our 26th win. Liverpool. But Liverpool needs one. How many games does Liverpool have? 2? Liverpool has 2 games. So Liverpool has to lose to Tottenham in the next game. Tottenham must help us out. Therefore, Favorite Clemens, Bruce Glorabel are 2 great goalies going to have to jump. Liverpool just needs a point for the first division. They just need a point. Souness hits Hoddle and gets himself a finger wag. 11 minutes later. Tottenham's defense. Turning Liverpool. Liverpool doesn't have to win. They just need to tie. Souness is hit by Perryman and a finger wag. Liverpool's free kick. Clemens makes the save. If I'm Liverpool, I don't know if I play for the tie. I play for the tie, knowing that MANU is going to run out of time, and I think Ipswich has run out of time. I think nobody can catch him. Ardiles hits Souness and gets himself a finger wag. Souness hits Perryman. No, sorry, Perryman hits Souness. Sorry, other way around. Other way. Liverpool's defense. They don't need to score. Liverpool needs a point, right? Yeah, Ipswich can't catch. As Ipswich has played 40, well, Tottenham's played 42, 4 points, 56. So we're guaranteed second place at the very least. That's for them. Liverpool's probably playing for the tie. Because they know, man, if we only beat West Ham, Paddy Roche was a better goalie. Greg Johnston, high and wide, oh Canada. Yeah, Liverpool doesn't have to score. They just can't concede. Clemens makes the save. Putin hits Souness and 4 minutes later. Low intensity. Oh boy. Souness took down our D-list. Serious actions. Crunch time. Liverpool. Souness hits Bila. And Liverpool gets to decide. So that means we can't catch. On the 17th, Ipswich crushed Tottenham. Brazil scored to come within one of Kevin Keegan. Are there any more games? Southampton has played all their games, and so has Ipswich. So Brazil got a couple of chances, but he could only score once. So Tottenham makes sure that Brazil does not win the Golden Boot. Liverpool beats Middlesbrough anyhow with McDermott. West Brom and Leeds tie. Stoke beats West Brom 4-2, and finally, last game, Aston and Swansea tie. So that means this. So Liverpool, 26-6-10, they get 62 points. Take away the Paddy Roche stupid effort, we would have probably lost with 61. It would have been down to the final game. 26-9-7, not bad. Tying Liverpool for the most wins, but they had more ties than we did. Ipswich stays in third place. Tottenham for 53. Swansea, a surprising fifth. Arsenal 6 with 48, 47 for Coventry. West Ham and Aston both 18, 17, and 7. Kevin Keegan wins the Golden Boot with 28 goals. Alan Brazil 27, so close. Ian Rush with 20 for Liverpool. Stapleton took a tie with Kevin Kenny Dalglish, David Cross, and Frank Worthington with 15 for 6th. Not bad. Kevin Moran got 10, tying for 27th. The Yellow Cards Parade, Tommy Catan of Man City with the most 14. Graham Souness with 13 for Liverpool. And everybody guessed. Our biggest blunder was Brian Robson getting 9. Red cards, 3 by Golek and Hooks, Sammy Lee, Lou McCurry, Tommy Catan, and Martin Barron, each getting 2 red cards. The goals per 90 minutes, the goals against thing, Bailey only trailed Grobbelaar and Civil, who was the backup guy to Cooper. So, yeah. So, Grobbelaar looked good for us. So, yeah, Gary Bailey played all but 3 games, and I think they were all fuck-ups. So, anyway, everyone played 42 games. The bottom of the Leeds was the only team without 30 points. Sunderland had 6 wins. Leeds had 8, but ties were important. 18. Sunderland had the most ties. Nottingham at 16. Our goals again. Our plus minus was 25, just ahead of Tottenham for third, behind Liverpool and Ipswich. 13, 2, and 6 on home. Only Tottenham only lost once on home turf. That's pretty impressive. West Brom lost 10 times on home turf, yet they were 8 points ahead of Leeds, who only lost 6 times on home turf. Liverpool only gave up 3 goals on home turf. That's amazing. We gave up 15, so did Ipswich. 13 by Tottenham. Arsenal gave up 15. Nottingham only gave up 16 goals on home turf. Less than Coventry and West Ham, but they still won. On the road, we won 13 games. That was all we needed. We only tied once on the road. That was amazing. Yeah, 13 wins. Leeds only won once away from their stadium. Sunderland only won 3 times on home turf. Leeds won 7 times on home turf, but yet, the ties were 116 and 4. Who did Leeds beat on the road? I want to know. Probably us. Coventry. Coventry was the only team they beat, and that was only their second home game, their road game. And then other than that, they couldn't do anything. So we finish up our thing in second place. We had a first and a second. We were consistent. There were very few games we finished that we 26, 9, and 7. We won 22 games in real life, but we won 26. Patty Roche just sucked. 7 goals against in 3 games. Stapleton got 15 goals. Kevin Durant, Moran 10. Gary Bertles 9. Brian Robson 8. Steve Coppell 7. Sammy McElroy had 3. Norman Whiteside 2. Louis McCurry, Ray Wilkins, and John Gibbon only had 1 each. I think there were some own goals. Well, that's 61 goals. Let's see, 25, 34, 42, 49, 52, 54, 57. So 4 of the 61 goals were own goals. That would put a guy 6th on the list ahead of Sammy McElroy by an inch. So yeah, so the 81-82 season. Well, I can't complain. So we're gonna finish the net. So we're gonna go with 91-92 English First Division and all that. So we got all these teams. You got QPR, Arsenal, Nottingham, Leeds, Sheffield United. Because there's a Sheffield Wednesday. Tottenham, Man City, Norwich, West Ham, Wimbledon, Luton, us, Coventry, Aston, Notts County, Southampton, Chelsea, Oldham, Liverpool, Everton, Sheffield, Crystal Palace. How many games do we have? 42. Okay, we have 42. So our guys from the 1992, we have a Scott McClare, we have a Welshman Mark Hughes, Englishman Steve Bruce, Russian Ken Salas, Irishman Irwin, Welsh Giggs, Englishman Brian Robson, he was still playing 92 for them. Paul Ince, Neil Webb, England, Wales Blackmore, England Pallister, England Sharp, England Parker, Northern Ireland Donaghy, England Phelan, Scott Ferguson, and in the Nats Peter Schmeichel, the Great Dane, with Gary Walsh of England being the backup. I want to see like goalkeepers. Arsenal's main guy is David Seaman. Aston's is Nigel Spink with the Aussie Bosnich backing him. Chelsea, Dave Besant. Coventry, Ogrestic, less Sealy too. Coventry's a little funny. Crystal Palace, Nigel Martin, who would be in England number 1. Why, I don't know. Everton, Neville Selville from Wales, yeah. Leeds, John Lukic from England. Liverpool, Bruce Grobbelaar was still in the nets. I'm actually surprised. Luton with Alec Chamberlain, Steve Sutton, and a decent backup. Man City with Tony Cotton and Martin Margetson. Norwich, Brian Gunn, and Mark Walton. So Norwich, Nottingham with Mark Crossley, Andy Marriott from Wales, both Notts County, Steve Cherry, Oldham, Jonathan Hallworth, and John Keeley. Keeley is a much better backup. QPR, Stransko from Czechia, Tony Roberts from Wales, Sheffield. We have 4 goalies. Mel Rees backing up Simon Tracy and Mervyn Day. Sheffield was a mess. Sheffield Wednesday, Chris Woods, England number 1, who had decent, but he fell flat. Southampton with Tim Flowers. Tottenham's main guys, Eric Forstra from Norway, Ian Walker of England. West Ham, Mikkel Lusko and Tony Parks, and Wimbledon with Hans Siegers from Holland. So that's what we'll get next time. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Thanks for watching this season, and adieu.